Science and spirituality, can they ever come together? Can spirituality answer the questions of science? Both the scientists and spiritual seekers are interested in the nature of reality, but the approach is very different. One is outward and another one is inward. This is a very profound question. The question of whether science can ever coincide with spirituality. And this is the question that came up when we sat for an interview with Swami Aparajit Anand G. Let us explore through this small video whether the conclusions of the great spiritual beings and philosophers can ever be validated or accepted by science. Common objection to Advaitha Vedanta, Swamiji, that I have got from the scientific community and the atheists and all that. Since Advaitha Vedanta is very scientific and it is logical, most of what it says, everyone has to agree, because it is just asking us to look at our own self, the nature of our own mind. But the one place is the infinite consciousness that we are. What they say is, let's say if someone is in anesthesia and if they are unconscious or something, the outside reality is going on as it were, right? The outside world is not dependent on the infinite consciousness that is within a person. And this is the contradiction that they point to. Like, if there is one consciousness, how can we validate with science is the question. So is there a way to do it?
There is no way, because the very direction of science is wrong. The
It's
direction
outward.
of, yes, it is outward, and it has assumed the existence of an observer. It doesn't do any inquiry into the observer. It is only focused upon the observed entity. This is the mistake. Whereas Vedanta says everything is observer only. There is nothing called observed. Observer is the thing, is the reality. And they have ignored the reality and they are going after illusion. So just imagine a person who is doing a lot of research in the dream world, about the dream world. Will he ever know the reality? Never. Any amount of research in the illusory world can never take you to the reality. In fact, Kathopanishad says, Paranchi khani vyatranat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyate nantaratman kaschid dhira pratatmanam aikshat avritta chakshuhu amrtatvam icchan. It says the senses, God has killed the sense organs by making it extrovert. The entire direction of science is extrovertedness. They believe only what they see, what they hear. And Upanishad says God has killed these sense organs, cursed these sense organs. So if you follow the path of sense organs, you are going to be cheated. Very rare few. It is a kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmanam aikshata. They go within. They go into oneself. And then they attain the state of immortality.
But
So
one thing, Swamiji, what I think will happen very soon with science is, since the outside world is the projection of Maya, it is an appearance. What they're finding more and more is this, because of the advent of quantum physics and all that, they're saying now matter is nothing. And they're saying gravitational force, the time-space reality, which they assumed was the fundamental, foundation for this reality. Now the Nobel laureate of I don't know which year, the Nobel laureate has said that the time-space reality is not fundamental. The gravitational force is not fundamental. So what they're finding, of course, they cannot find consciousness, but what they're finding is the world is an appearance. Maybe that they will be soon able to find, just like how Shankaracharya said. But the way he said it in through his understanding was different.
but the thing is, how is this knowledge going to help me?
Yeah.
It is not going to help me. Rather, it will only destroy me.
Correct.
Now, what is the purpose of life? Eat, drink, do all kinds of unwanted things, because anyway, nothing exists.
Correct.
So there is no purpose of life. There is no purpose in disciplining the sense organs. There is no purpose in meditation. There is no purpose in spiritual sadhana, because everything is nothing. It's a very tragic philosophy.
Yeah.
Don't say that Advaita Vedanta and this becomes one because they have proved that the world doesn't exist. No, it is a very dangerous philosophy. Because Vedanta also says that you are everything.
Yeah.
World is nothing, no doubt. But you, the consciousness, you are everything, therefore gain that. So there is a purpose in life.
Yeah. From that perspective, you can say world is nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah. But not by being within the world, we cannot say the world is nothing.
Exactly.
This is like we understood, this is simply the recognition of our own true nature. And even for serious seekers and who practice this for years together, like why is it so difficult to get, Swamiji?
See, actually, the path is very, very simple. Theoretically, the path is very simple. The only thing we have to
Yeah.
do is just drop the ego. And when we just observe ourselves, it is so easy to drop the ego. I am alive. How many factors are needed to keep myself alive? Infinite factors. And not even one factor is in my control. Food, shelter, clothing, outside, gravitation, humidity, etc. Inside, liver, kidney, I don't know how they are functioning. How don't know how the brain is functioning. I don't know how the eyes are functioning, ears are functioning. So the world is designed in such a way so that we can easily drop the ego. When we analyze the realities of life, we come to know I am nothing, I know nothing, I can do nothing, I have nothing. It's a fact of life,
Mm. Yeah.
isn't it? Just
Mm.
observe the realities of life and we come to know that we are nothing.
Mhm.
That's all what the qualification is necessary to know the truth. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Amanitvam.
Mm.
Amanitvam means be humble. And
Mm.
once you are humble and open minded, knowledge and humility, they go together.
Correct.
Arrogance and ignorance, they go together.
Mm.
So actually, this path is not at all difficult. It's very, very easy.
Mm. Mm.
You have to just become humble and be open minded. That's all what is needed. And this
Mm.
consciousness is my own self. It is so very
Self.
evident and clear in a pure mind.
Yeah. Yeah. And the more we go into it, the more fulfilled we are. So that is there. So that
Yes.
results are there. But then I'm talking about that absolute fulfillment, that
See,
infinite consciousness.
the more and more you drop the ego, the more and more there is fulfillment.
Yes,
There is
definitely.
more and more peace. There is more and more
Yes.
contentment. That
Yes.
itself becomes an inspiration to put forth more effort.
Correct. So yeah,
That
that is
itself is a proof that you are going in the right direction.
right direction. Yes.
You can never leave this path. Once you start experiencing that joy, that
Absolutely.
fulfillment, then you start putting more and more effort. And
Yeah.
once you start putting more and more effort, the cosmos has to create a conducive environment for you to realize the self.
Yeah.
Once the desire becomes
Absolutely.
single pointed, then the path is, it's a cakewalk.
If you liked the video, check out this next and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you and welcome to our community.